And it looks like there we go. But that sound is quite loud. We are going to have to lower the music. Anytime the music wants to lower. Okay. Much better. That looks better. So this is set. If I forgot to unmute. I have forgotten once again to unmute my microphone. That's much better. We're going to play a game called The Last Caretaker, which I've played before. I've actually played before on stream, but the sound was absolutely rolling. So I'm going to play it again. This is actually my third time through the demo, and I really like this game. I was playing demos previous to Next Fest just to sort of see what I liked, see what I was enjoy playing. And I just, this was the last game that I played. And I ended up just saying, yep, that's a good one for me. Which is odd because I'm sometimes hit or miss on survival games. This one does have the advantage of being sci-fi as opposed to fantasy. It's very crisp. It's very clean, even though it's post-apocalyptic. And I just like the look of it. I love the movement of it. I've played a couple of farming games and life sim games where the character movement was, oh my God, you're going nowhere. And it was going to take forever to get there. So this was a really refreshing change. They've done a fantastic job on it. It is releasing into early access, I believe, at the beginning of November or end of October, beginning of November. It's coming up quick. So they took advantage of Next Fest to put out this demo, and I really, really enjoyed it. We're going to see. I did play one version. I'm going to go back into the settings rather quickly at some point and double check that things like the FPS and the graphics and stuff. And that is, which button do we have? Enough to. All right, it'll let me into it eventually. Anytime. Here's hoping. All right, so we have an inventory, we have tools. We have a variety of tasks and quests and things that might have been done. Aggression. I seem to remember that I have. Oh no, these are the things that are already available that I could craft 3 out of nearly 200 items. All right. And then right button gets us tools. We turn on a torch so we can see where to go. Love the movement. Love the movement. Okay. I played one where I looted and moved literally everything. But I wonder. Oops, no. Not like that. I don't think I can get it. Oh, grab. Open that. Obviously, it's the first thing to do.
But it doesn't have to stay that way. Reconnect the power. Bring this place back to life.
Me too. We're coming back for that. Those are going to be good. All right. Check for the rooms. batteries, glow sticks, batteries. Right. Anything else? No. That's not mutable, that's purple. That is locked because we don't have anything on a second button. So connect the cables we just grabbed to that.
Good work,
Turn that on.
Caretaker. Every restored connection brings us closer to reclaiming our home. We've lingered here long enough, Caretaker. Head to the docking hangar. There's something important there, waiting to show us our path.
It is another boot or Tommy. That is the door. Yeah, in my inventory, I have a crowbar. Okay, options as in the chat. And I need that to be French. Okay. All right. So. Don't usually bother turning on the lights in random spaces. Renewable. It's a heal station. Batteries and find some energy. This brings the green one up, which is our HP, essentially. This would be a save station. They weren't letting people save during the demo, which is fun. Alas. Okay, so close. Teddy bears. Not entirely sure what the teddy bears do. Inventory. From a projector, now a quiet traveler of the ocean landscapes carrying memories. Empathy 3. Something that I get? Or is it missing? Or is it just XP? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't want, because I want to spend it. Can't get it now. I just drop you over there. Go over there. He's over there. I'm not going to be the whole stock these days. Okay. Robot. There are things up the ladders. We'll come back to them eventually. Maybe. We'll see. I did a run where I looted literally everything. But I think maybe this one I'll do a little more streamlined. Okay, so if you turn the power off again, you can still take the power. There are places you can get, and if you climb all the way down again, left more stuff. That is why you carry a crowbar. I'm gonna mark it again. Close to mark it again, otherwise it will spawn new ones. And yeah. For oh, that's a leg. It's just he's lost a leg.
There she is, your vessel. More than just metal and circuits, it's your freedom. This boat is how you'll reclaim the seas, and perhaps even your identity. The dock systems are offline. Without them, we're trapped here. Restore the power, Caretaker, so we can sail again.
Restore power to the upper depths. I need to do is two down there. And have little focus selecting some of the items in the picture. Alright. The D-pad, either I don't hold it long enough or I hold it for too long. Okay. Let's do it. Options. Yes. Yes. Somewhere in this is reviving a little bit of energy. We'll find it. Or we feel back to it when we really need to. Or, maybe I failed to die. Don't fix. Which is an odd thing, because usually I'm just going to use this. Alright. I've reached level 2. That's what I was waiting for. New skills. I want to make electric cable. And it's a good idea to have the electric cable extender on. Eventually you'll need some of the others, but those are the 3 big ones. And I always go for battery. Power management right off the bat. Build time is management. I end up running out of battery way before I end up running out of anything else. So, man, trick with these things is, we have this, which will dismantle things so you don't have to carry them around. But, jump. Oh, that's new. They've updated the demo. I don't remember anything to jump after the jump is done. The last time I fell in the water, I just went over to the boat. So maybe. Alright. Okay. These are excellent sources and resources. Sources and resources. I'm a poet. So keep track of them. The dismantled tool, as I thought about, is excellent if you don't want to carry things apart, like I'm going to do here. The it does use energy though. First time I came through here, I backed around with the boat dock way too long. We actually want to go through those doors first, then, and then go down to the boat dock, because through here is how you try it. Eventually. That is one of the rooms with the machinery that you're going to need. This is a space. I don't think you can climb up it. You might be able to fall down it, but you can't climb it. Alright, and keep an eye out to see if anything else has changed. Very few things jumped out and scared the crap out of me, which is another reason why I like this game. But there are some things that will come at you. Alright. This door needs power to open, which was poorly planned on the part of everybody. It does mean you have to crawl through the vent. Pay attention to the post-its. You can't stay like the way. There is a keeps telling you to toggle the action bar, but I'm not able to. The D-pad is kind of funky. So usually what I have to come in here and do is, oh, I'm out of batteries again. There's a problem with my batteries. That red bar is my weight limit, not my HP. So torch does use battery, so that's probably a good idea to turn it off every now and then. It wants me to turn off the torch using the D-pad, but I don't have any luck with that, so I need to do that instead. Alright. And there is also a way of crouching. And sometimes I forget. Okay. Let's connect. And connect to self. And charge it. Yeah. And two. Alright. These two. Connect one. Here. Oh no, wait. There was one. So ready. Available. Connect there. I'm not going to change it to output. Yeah. Which is this? Come over here. And this is busted. It won't, however, zap you, or at least unless they've changed that. It's still eating things. Oh my god. Alright. I'm going to carry it. Don't need to jump in. It's using the iron that I've been picking up as I go along. Okay. That's what a cable extender looks like. I'm going to cable over here.
The dock is alive again, thanks to you. Each step forward reconnects us to a brighter future. Caretaker, you were never meant to remain bound. These waters were once pathways, carrying life, purpose, and discovery. Something awaits you out there, ready to be reclaimed.
porch anymore. There is a ladder if you don't feel like going up the stairs. More stuff to loot. So you can actually stand up here and just kind of chuck things onto the boat so that you can get at them later. As far as I can tell, the boat doesn't take any damage. Although you might get into trouble. If you do that, they just kind of sink. Oh no, it floats. Sweet. Okay, not the point. And I'm also not going to toss the table into the drink. What we want to do, the issue here, I think that's the safe point. The issue here is that we are running off of batteries. Yeah. This here. My rights connect to this and should be bringing battery down or bringing electricity down from up top, but it isn't. We go up here. Jock you next to the buddies. There's the outside. The sun is setting and here be dragons, so we're just gonna maybe not mess with that as of right now. And work off the batteries for a little bit longer. Which means coming down here. And this is now open. And if we turn the lights on or not, this is a medium battery. Switch. And now these things. It's a recycler. I guess we are going to turn the lights on here so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so what we want is anything electronic. Because that's what gets us some of the rare items. That's why I set those. Oop. That's why I set the screens aside. Now I'm going to keep track of a lot of those little items. Here's the thing though that I discovered last night. There's a bunch of the beds around. It's like the beds that the robots slept in. Those have got a lot of stuff. They're a pain in the butt to carry around. Truth be told, the robots themselves have a lot of really good stuff in them, but it just kind of creeps me out to recycle the robots. I don't want to recycle my friends. I can aim. Really, I can. All right, 4th time's the charm. There we go. All right. This gets us aluminum, copper, and other such objects. a lot of this other stuff we can probably find in other places as we go. There is a weight limit, but it's fairly generous. All right, I am going to go back. You're complicating my life, game. All right. Okay. I'm not going to loot the dead. Let's see. That does make things a little more complicated. Because I won't be able to. Alright, let's just. Oh, no, come back here. I need you. Move over there for a minute. Right. Let's see what we can see. All right. What is the computer? Wrong button. All right. This gives us a bunch of different types of scraps. There we go. And all sorts of objects. So you can go through and dismantle stuff, or you could play toss it on the boat. Nice. Nice. Those are too heavy. Don't toss those. Oh yeah, forgot about you. You can sit over here in case I need you. Alright, I will not toss the metal on the boat. And this out on the boat. Okay, I can go back for some of the stuff in that. In the main room. You can take the batteries with you and it's like, see, you've got a ladder here. You could float down there. What was that? It's not what something I tossed, I don't think. The boxes are very heavy. Look. I wonder if you can go get it. I could try that. What do you... Wrong button. What do you dismantle into? You're just metal and plastic. Or we will eventually. The game is fairly generous. Or at least the demo is. There's a bunch of stuff. I do kind of wonder what that is. It's probably just a bully. Alas. Poor Fred. Alright, let's go see if it's daylight out. No, let's toss the stuff with that. At a certain point, you get a recycler on the ship, and then it becomes easier to just... You don't have to carry things as far. So... Oh, that landed in the water. I know it did. Oh. That probably did too. I don't want to, like, walk off the edge. I did do that once. Hello, chat. Nice to see you. I don't usually have chat running on my display screen because it sucks up battery. Or it sucks up GPU and I can't be bothered. I know. I'm antisocial. I'll have to get better at that. As I cheerfully toss things into a giant shredder. Seriously. Right. Now let's go sleep. That's the stuff that's up there. And also is a recycler up here, which you can usually do. Okay, you. Yes, you. Like the sun is coming up. Wrong button. Now, we are going to need that in a minute though, because we want to whack. Get. Nope. Something is biting me. It's biting me. All right, I'm gonna have to go back and get a recharge. Anybody recharge off of you? Oh no, they're gonna eat me. Should have brought more batteries. Right. Just out of. One time I was up there merrily fixing things and something snuck up on me. It wasn't quite the time the alien stuck up on my dad, but you know. Which is to say, in the movie Alien, the first time the alien stuck up on my dad and you saw the whole thing. Oh yeah. That was exciting. Okay. So, back outside. Not just to whack as many of these things as possible. There are solar panels. Alright, there are solar panels and there are wind turbines. And you want to make sure you've hooked up all of them at least once. I think that goes down that saying I've reached level 3. Alright. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. You're done with it. Alright. I'm going to wait until I actually need to craft an object before I get it. It's not that they're stingy with the craft points, it's just I can't remember which way they go. If I'm going to be hitting things more often, I suppose I will. You and consumption. Craft time is reduced in consumption by 5. I kind of want scrapper, but let's do call mastery instead. Okay. What you want with me. What you want is you want at least one of the solar panels connected, preferably the one that's working. And you want at least, oh, I'm heavy. Okay. You want at least, no, not all, no. Not even. Connect. Oh. I'm heavy, and therefore I'm gonna run through battery too much. I'm not sure why it's saying equalize, but let's go ahead and look off some stuff. No, 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 material. Wait, here we go. You are very heavy. We drop you. Oh, we might need you. We will split, and then we will drop. Thank you. Okay. Now we're back underway. All right. In the rain, the wind turbines work in the and in the night, I think the wind turbines work. Back here. So in the rain, you watch one of the wind turbines. It's gonna this is embarrassing. Here we go. Oh, did you just spit at me, dude? And I'm heavy again. All right. Yeah. Here we go. 5, 8. 19. And drop. Okay, good. All right. 19. 5, 8. Drop you because I don't think I need you. I think I need quite that much for split. Wow. All right. First of all, not just thank you. Two are obviously not generating enough power. Actions, use. Right. Because I didn't need the turbine hooked up. What I can do is connect you to this. Okay. Okay. Okay, just connect it. Okay. First of all, grab cable cell. Really good. Grab cable. Connect to cable. Connect to object. Yes. Out. Alright. I do feel it. Iron, I think that's what it's telling me. But you can see these are starting to get a little fuller. Ultimately, no, stop that. Real quick, quick. Ultimately, I'll probably do most of the recycling on this ship because that's got a different setup. The other alternative is to extend a cable all the way downstairs and tell you around here, I think I'm carrying around way too many. I can see it. So much is outside. I'm carrying around way too many scraps. And that is probably part of what's weighing me down. Alright. Now, I think all but one with the spitters or whatever they're called. And there's another one. Let's go deal with you. Do not fall off the edge. Okay. Now, I need to set about repairing some of these things, which requires the repair tool. Alright. That's repaired. This needs plastic and iron. That needs iron. Right. Yep. So, fortunately, I dumped a bunch of plastic and iron in here. Hello. Over. Old. Glass, polyurethane, copper. Right, I did not dump a bunch of plastic and iron in here. I check it. Anybody says, or I didn't. I got really snotty about the things. Like that. What? Alright, it looks dead. It's not. Finish. It just hasn't been turned on and connected to anything. And let's make a new. We can. Oops, I don't know. If an electrician. No, whether it's a good idea to do input or equalize. Alright. And into the shredder. The slow button and the smack button are the same thing. I'm getting close to hitting it again because iron is left. We were close. And we're not close to these. You are close to. Might be close to. We have a little leads to the leads count. And we're good. Part of their item replicates things, so makes things essentially. I keep repairing the solar panels in the middle of a rainstorm. I am aware that that is weird. But I don't have objects to repair. Okay. Need to catch. Down. We've got a little bit more. We need some enhancements. That's what I'm doing. Oh, a little shadow is just floating around. Okay. Little jump. So if you wanted to, you could just run around with a disassembler tool. You really have to carry everything around. Let's see, it's not heavy. Can't do that. It doesn't have enough power. The sun's going down. I need to maybe work on the wind turbines for a moment. And we're just. That's it. Didn't get it this time. Plastic iron glass. Nope. Nope. Okay. So, in a minute before I have enough power to do everything, let me just turn you off. And get your eyes turn you. Oh, go back. Off. I think that actually makes a difference. Go downtown. We'll go downtown. Yeah, we'll go downstairs. Pretty good. It's new down there. I'm actually toss them down. These things are excellent. I think it said I needed fabric too. So, here's my next. We can aim. What's it? Okay. Oh, right. I was going to get rid of my junk. Positive trash. I was carrying a lot of junk. Stop fabricating. Let's do the chairs. To me, my loot drops. There we go. Alright. Actually, drop some of you. If it's dark outside. I don't.
Confirm readiness of your vessel. FS-20 platform runner, designed by Hardships GmbH. This frame is your workspace, your logistics link, and your home between platforms. Keep it running. Check propulsion at the start of every cycle. Engines must be online and properly fueled.
Going to Would you drop you would you're just kind of gross. You will say herbs and stuff, animals. There we go. Okay. Now. This is meant. Fabricate. There we go. Right. There we go. Choose. Let's put cable. Yep. Cable. Yeah. Connect to me. Perfect. You connect yourself. Charge me up. It's fine. I might continue to over here. Okay. Why are you not charging? Because you're empty. Alright. I'm already charged. Quite a bit. Alright. Okay. That. Just that. Oh, the sun's coming. Oot. Oot. One of those beds. Oh, yeah. I can have the bed. What do we need up top? Come on, minion. I want to introduce you to my friend, the Shredder. Here we go. It's okay. I'm sure he's very nice. Okay, you can't shred the teddy bears. Alright. Okay, let's see. Do we have the stuff in there? Oh. Thunder and lightning. Very, very frightening. Suggesting maybe I should do the wind turbines first. Right. And for you, I don't even need on. Okay. Okay. This is more reliable. I need to do these like this. And yes. Okay. You still need to be paired. Okay, do you would set whether I could turn anything out. I'm not start any fires. Okay. And right. Out. Do. Yes. Let's see. If we can turn it on without causing trouble. A minute. Right. Age slot. Best, most reliable source I found is the electronics. No, I mean, no. They only carry one of these at a time. Take those down to the recycling bin and see. I can walk. There's one the same. glass, polyurethane, iron, fabric. Anyway, while I'm here. Oops. It's good. You can match. Take left. H. Enter the table. It's something here.
Nothing is wasted. Recycling and fabrication are central to your work. Every system you maintain depends on what you recover. Use your dismantle unit to break objects into trash, then feed that into the recycler, or place entire items directly into a recycler.
Swift is the build
And modules keep the
of the cables.
In the field, you can assemble by hand, but fabrication is faster and more efficient. There are no shipments, no resupply. What you reclaim and what you build is all that remains. Recycle, fabricate, construct. This is the loop that sustains. Every system you maintain depends on what you recover. Use your dismantle unit to break objects into trash, then feed that into the recycler, or place entire items directly in the recycler.
And then last lesson.
With materials prepared, fabrication comes next. Any fabrication module can shape parts, plates, couplings, conduit steel. Modules keep the pods alive. In the field, you can assemble by hand, but fabrication is faster and more efficient. There are no shipments, no resupply. What you reclaim and what you build is all that remains. Recycle, fabricate, construct. This is the loop that sustains the mission. Break it, everything stops. Caretaker, nothing is wasted. Recycling and fabrication are central to your work. Every system you maintain depends on what you recover. Use your dismantle unit to break objects into trash, then feed that into the recycler, or place entire items directly into a recycler module. The machine will refine them into base materials, metal. Fabrication comes next. Any fabrication module can shape parts, plates, couplings, conduit seals. Parts are the building blocks for modules, and modules keep the pods alive. In the field, you can assemble by hand, but fabrication is faster and more efficient. There are no shipments, no resupply. What you reclaim and what you build.
There are more people left. It's more people. Downstairs.
There are no shipments, no resupply. What you reclaim and what you build is all that remains. Recycle, fabricate, construct. This is the loop that sustains the mission. Break it, everything stops.
right. There we go. So now what this is doing, in theory, is it is refilling the battery
No resupply. What you reclaim.
that is attached to the recycler. There we go. I don't have to worry about draining that. What I will eventually do is turn it off and leave. And it can sit there.
Objects in the trash. Then feed that into the recycler.
That's just too big to fit through that door. So.
Recycler module. The machine will refine them into base materials, metals, composites, polymers.
Right. Now let's go back down here. I'm not the biggest fan of crawling through the vents, so I tend to skip it. I can continue over here. Go. Over there. Just sort of suck it dry. Back here. And here. I'm gonna drop you here in case I need you. Alright, so what's going on here is another repair mission. Stuff. And then there's some engines that slot into those spots. That there's one. Yeah, I faffed around with it, but I saw the guy online, he was just sort of chucking it. So that's what we do. Space. These are the engines that make the boat go. What we need to do is turn on the recycler in here. And it can simply talk to the boat. And then I can or you know, have to self or yeah. Ideally, also what we would do is connect the battery next to the boat to the main grid, essentially, so that you don't drain anything dry as you're working. Meant to do that. Fun with physics. Right. Oh, here's the teddy bears. I think this would be such keeping the gross stuff. Right? All right. Wait. Split. No. Split. Well, you can, in fact, build boxes for all of this, but I can't be bothered. All right, there is another engine somewhere that is meant to go in that spot. Down there, I suspect. And it's disconnected to same. The other engine is this one. The yellow engines are for the diesel fuel. You might caught on. And I've seen stuff like that. Okay. The blue engines are for the electric. And I seem to recall there being 2 of each, but... Ah, there's the... You are in fact an engine, not a tank. Okay. Not what I meant to do. Come back here. Here we go. I have 1 of each. Oh, we have 2 of each. Shove you down there. Shove you down there. Shove you down there. Alright. Now, think before I go. I want to make sure all of the... Oh, crap. I am going to need that. Well, I mean, I not necessarily need it. Root, small diesel. I am now probably fairly overweight. Yes, you are a bully. And the things that are floating around. No. Alright. It isn't as hard to grab. No. The ladder last time. Can I just bump it? Okay. Bump and no button. Alright. Note to self, don't chuck things around. I think we need there for a while. There was some wire over there that I'll go ahead and get. And I'm making pieces and shipping it. And what to do? Ooh, new screen? No, never mind. Well, I mean, I'm sure when you're talking, it gets extremely useful. It is not very useful. Come to me. You. Wait. All sorts of things. I would not advise throwing a bed. I just can't push a bed. Titanium, that's a good thing. Glass, iron, carbon, that's rare. This does not, however, get me an aluminum. I suspect that's going to matter. We may just have to leave when his wind turbines busted until we can get some more. Stacking there. Yes. Find the trash. Okay, iron. Plastic. Rubber, iron, fabric, copper, polyurethane, old, silicone, also particular, plastic. Okay. Okay, let's do one last check. I couldn't. Skew drive. Yeah, you. And there. And there. And then what I want to do is I'd really like to have that connected to the main power.
Metal, composites, polymers, each type different depending on what you collect. With
Don't
materials
you know? I think I will put down a connector first. No. You might have that. Okay. Jump over the ramp. Wait, no more cables. Alright. Alright. I just kind of dangling there. Alright. Let's make some more cables then. Okay, so it is dark. Alright. Let's chuck some more stuff on the boat. Without dipping ourselves into the water or dropping any other objects into the water. Too heavy. Right. Enough. That can be stuff. Alright. Alright. Now. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to connect it to that. Let's do. Cable. Yeah. And it's guzzling, it's guzzling. I'm going into the boat. The only thing to check, I think, is. Oh, now it's upset. Nice. Turn stuff off. Because the sun's gone down and apparently we're still low on power. Interesting. Let's Gravity. Insufficient materials. Okay. That dropped. I guess it does make a difference how things are set up. Sting. I'm entirely sure where that is, but I think it's. It doesn't seem to be able to change. Maybe because of what it's clicked into. I would have guessed. Hoping it. Or it could just be that the sun came up and this has absolutely nothing to do with it. So we wait. It looks like it's going. Oh. What? Here. No. Did I get any aluminum from anything? This is the ladder. This is the new world as we know it, because somebody flipped the wrong switch. I don't think you produce anything. Anyways. Specs. Okay. And then we were often, so I really should turn off. I think maybe that those. I think you down. I did. Oh, that looks like the. She said so dark. Oh, nice. Let's see. All right. So let's change. You can't be changed. Let's change all of the ones we can change. And we'll see. That makes a difference. And that lines. Improvise. Improvise. You don't have an option. You don't have an option. And you are still busted. Oh, I just think plastic. Plastic's easy. Well, plastic. Right. And you plastic. Or even blue. Blue. Mistake. Alrighty then. How are you? Let's see if that's enough plastic. No, I can keep you track. Wrong button. I need 3 more plastics. My kitten has joined me. She will now commence eating my headphones. Go through here. Immediately. No, bad kitten. No, you get on the headphones. That is who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Princess Puffpuff. No. No. In theory, that gave us 2 more pieces of plastic. I don't know how the math works. Wait. Oh, wait, missed. Oh, yes. Where is he, kitten? Okay. Right. Here's the roofing. What? Oh, this kind of plug you in here. I'm done with it. There we go. And you don't have a methodology. So all of the solar and all of the wind is now sorted. And it should be okay. I mean, what's going to happen in a minute is that they're going to venture out into the wild we wander. Even though I'm pretty sure there are some seals and doohickeys around that I didn't whack properly. Down in the vents. They like to go into the vents. You just want to nothing's eating us. And that is the platform
Engines must be online.
above
You may adjust cylinder count and type
the
for the mission,
bird.
but do not delay repairs. Faults left unattended will end the route. You have the tools. Use them. Mooring cables are reliable, but only if you are precise. Secure clean dockings. Confirm clamps before engaging any power line or transfer. Below deck, storage for tools, resources, and cryo cargo. The bay also houses fabrication and recycling modules. Keep the floor clear. System power.
I take the ladder, but what I really want to do is polish some of this stuff before I go anywhere. I mean, you just gotta neaten it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can close the door with the wire on it. Look down there a bit. All right. I had to charge myself up. I want these two. Hard one. Let's see. Let's see that door. I think no. Because it's out. I have no idea what those little symbols mean. I bet you it tells me somewhere. No. Okay. So, that is about where we're at. Turn the lights off up here, make sure the door is closed. Yeah, it's open. The lights in here are just on if the daylight's on. That's all. I don't think that's doing anything because it's connected to the boat. You can stay connected to the door. You can stay connected to the door. Great. That is just about it. Honestly. Now, I sort of overdid fully recycling and the look at me, I can connect all the power cords. You can get out of here a lot faster. There's that. Yeah, I still don't like the green on green is really hard to read, and I wish that they did green on black here. The green on static, it just seems faffing about, honestly. And going out into the wild blue yonder. Take the anchor out. Fire up the engines. Dun, 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 dun. Big things like the
This
bat.
vessel is more than just machinery. It's your refuge. Your home now. Sail forth, Caretaker. Reclaim the waters humanity once commanded.
Leaving playable area. We're leaving the playable area. Further sailing will end the demo. But I shall sail. Sail towards that little dot on the horizon. Or maybe that other one. No, we'll do this one first. You're no good at this one. Yeah, I really like this one. It appeals to my sorting, cleaning instinct. At the same time, it appeals to, there's some narrative to it. They're very clear that there will be some narrative that's not in the demo. I love sci-fi. I love sci-fi, fantasy, really. It's like Waterworld, only with robots, and I can't be the only person who thinks that's cool. So yeah, I'm very excited about this one. I'm very curious to see what they do with it. And I'm looking forward to a streaming it. I haven't done like a dedicated stream. I started with Dune, which had its own survival elements. Got a little repetitive with it. Now you must go hit things, which that's a lot of games. So I can't really complain, but I guess the only thing that could really annoy me about this game is, well, there's two things. One is if it got a little too much with the platforming, because I really suck at platforming. I'm just like so bad at it. If the only way to get to something is to jump across, then I'm going to be in trouble. The second thing is they've obviously got the little pulses or skitters or whatever they're called. And I don't know just how many of those I'm willing to put up with, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they show you how to, build laser beams or something, and it will work. Maybe not. Anyways, that was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go now. So, thanks for watching.